All right, we're here in south central Wisconsin. It's the middle of March. It's warming up big time around here. We're seeing a lot of ducks come up from the south. So today we're gonna put some hen huts together. The next couple months they should be laying their eggs. So let's show you how to put one of these hen huts together. All right, so here we got the stand for the hen hut. As you can see, it's just, we got a 2x4 here. We have it pounded in about 2-3 feet. At the very bottom of that 2x4, to make it easier to pound in, you might want to do a little V-wedge cut on the bottom. And then we just got a little simple angle brace in here, another 2x4. And then on the top that the hen hut's going to sit on is a 2x6, and all this lumber is treated. As you can see, it's pretty sturdy, so it's pretty simple to make. Ideally, you want these in the water a little ways. It makes it harder for predators to get at the hen hut, and it's off the ground about 4 feet also. That way it just makes it harder for predators, and it gets the ducks up off the ground so they feel safer when they got their eggs in there. And yeah, so that's about it. That's how you make the hen hut stand. Now that we got the stand built for the hen hut, we're gonna make the housing for the hen hut. And what we got here is just 2 5-gallon buckets. On one of the buckets, you're gonna cut the lip off, and then you wanna make about 5 relief cuts around the diameter of the bucket. That way the other bucket can just slide over top real nice. To connect the buckets, we just got about 5 screws along the outside edge. And you wanna make sure they're pretty short, about a 1/2 inch. That way when the ducks don't come in, they cut themselves on it or injure themselves. And then what we did is on one end, we just took a Sawzall and we just cut out the bottom of the bucket. This is where they're gonna come into. And then on the opposite side, we got basically 2 air holes, and that's for airflow. That way the air can, come through here and keep the grass nice and dry and cool. That way, mold doesn't build up or anything. Now that you have your hen hut built, you need to get netting for the hen hut. And what we're using is coated chicken wire. We're using this because it's coated, it's durable, it won't rust. We've had this out here for about 3 years already, and it's still basically like brand new. We got a cut about 6 feet long, and it's about as wide as the housing. This is going to be used to wrap the grass around the 5-gallon buckets. We cut it 6 feet long, that way you can overlap it and fasten it to itself. Now that you got your chicken wire cut to the right size, we're going to go out and cut some grass. And what we did is we just cut a bunch of canary grass here. This is what we had available. You can use basically whatever you want. So now we're going to start layering, put a layer down on the chicken wire. So you just kind of take a handful like that, a little bit at a time. And you're just going to kind of just keep layering on here like this. And you're going to do it for about the full length of the chicken wire. Make sure you got a pretty even coat in here. And once you did this, you're ready for your housing. Now that you have your grass layered on your chicken wire or whatever you're going to use, you're going to grab your housing and you're just going to roll it up. So you grab the end of the chicken wire, and you want to make sure this is nice and tight because you don't want the wind to blow out the grass. So you're just going to put downward pressure and you just roll it up. When you get to the end here, just grab the other end, lay it over, and then you're going to fasten it to itself. And we're going to use hog rings to fasten it to itself. You can use zip ties or whatever you want. Now that you got your hen hut wrapped up with the chicken wire and grass, you want to mount it to your stand. And what we use is 3-inch deck screws. You can use whatever you want as long as it fastens the housing to your 2x6 here. So when we put this up here, as you can see, we got the water out front here too. So the end that we cut the bucket off, or the end off of, you want facing the water. So we're going to put it up here just like this. And when you put this up here, you want to make sure you got the 2x6 sticking out a ways, about 6-7 inches. That way they have something to land on when they come in. So now we're going to fasten the bucket to our stand. Just going to take the screw here on the back side of the bucket. And there it is, it's fastened to your stand. Now that you got the back fastened, we're going to do the same thing to the front. Now you can use 2 screws, doesn't matter, we're just using 1. And there, it's fastened to your stand now. Alright, this brings us to our final step. We're going to put the bedding inside the housing. And we're just using the same canary grass we used for the outside of the housing. We're just going to stuff it in here. And when you put the grass in the housing, you want to make sure it's pretty full, because we found that, you know, if you have too little in there, the ducks won't even use it. So if you put enough in there, they'll still use it. If anything, they'll just push some of the extra grass out. And once you got it full, I'm just kind of brushing it aside here, make a little pocket for them so they don't have to do that when they get here. And that's it. Takes about 10-15 minutes and you got yourself a hen hut. The ducks are going to thank you for it, and hopefully this brings more ducks to your property next season. For more how-to videos, visit us on Facebook at Hardline Outdoors or visit our website at www.hardlineoutdoors.com.